Alright, I'd like to play a little scenario before we start what this video is going to be about. So, you know how we have the doomsday clock, where apparently, according to it, 60 minutes ahead is apparently doomsdays away, and it goes down every time world affairs go wrong. Why am I bringing up politics in a sort of video like this? Simple enough. So, you know how the mindset is. You press the button, you launch it, but you have the mindset knowing that, oh, if I do this, everyone else is going to do it, and we're all screwed in the end. Now let's take out the part where I said that there are going to be repercussions for this. And that, my friends, is the YouTube copyright system in an example. Today we're going to be talking about two individuals who have blatantly abused the copyright system. I don't think we need to get into this, but it's really simple. Using the copyright system to basically go after someone because they made a video that's basically critical of you. I guess you know where I got it from. Because they made something critical of you does not excuse you for abusing the copyright system. That is basic 101 in the commandments of YouTube. You don't just spam takedowns because they are critical of you, especially if they're true. I'm gonna stop spamming nukes. Alright, so I don't know how we're gonna do this, so I'm just gonna flip this Pokemon card. If we get backside, we're talking about Tech Lead. If we get Mystic side, we're talking about the Manny Show. It's backside, we're talking about Tech Lead. Alright, so who's Tech Lead? Well, I had to do some research for this because I've constantly forgot. So Tech Lead is apparently a man who had a YouTube channel, and he also was a while back responsible for starting up his own kind of crypto. If you check his Google description, because apparently he has a little bit of an about section on Google search, Patrick Sharouk, I probably shouldn't say his name out loud, shouldn't I? Commonly known as his online alias Tech Lead, is a social media personality, entrepreneur, and former Google and Facebook employee who is known for posting about software industry and the philosophy about life and success. They're gonna need to update that, aren't they? Sorry, I had to search up his damn token. It was called Million Token, but I mean, we don't need to get into it. Pretty much anything relating with crypto is kind of 90%. No, I'm sorry, 99% kind of fails in the end. And or ends up as a rug pull. That's the 1%. Anyways, there's also been like a lot of other stuff about him. He was an ex-Google employee, ex-married, ex-millionaire. I'd rather, if you really do want to know more about his like past and everything, because holy shit, it's actually, the rabbit hole kind of goes deep. Not deep in the sense, just deep. I suggest you can watch the Internet Anarchist's video on him, which is honestly pretty informative. So anyways, the Internet Anarchist released a video, and I believe what happened was he struck it down. I'm sorry, that's a terrible way of putting it. No, he did. That's what actually happened. But yeah, that's basically essentially what happened. He let his ego get the better of him and proceeded to basically just strike him. And it even got so bad that even to the point where the Internet Anarchist house had his video removed on him, he even tried voicing his complaints on Twitter. Was it Twitter? No, it was Twitter, because who else posted anywhere else? He voiced complaints on Twitter, but he actually got silenced, and here's the proof that shows it. But yeah, honestly, like this dude is honestly like the worst of the worst. I sound like one of those channels that goes like, this is the worst of the worst, but it's true, honestly. And in a deleted video, he straight up admits, I don't remember why he made this video, although I think it was just to try and make some like tough guy stuff, being like, I'm not gonna try and find the video because honestly I don't want to risk getting copyright struck by him or some shit, so I'm just gonna replicate what he did. When it comes to people striking me, I honestly want to know who's behind the mask. So yes, I am going to basically use the copyright system so that I may learn people's identity behind the mask and do with that information as I will. I'm not telling you what I'm doing with it. If you want to play this game, let's play a game. Wizard 101.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I don't know why I find that funny. That's honestly not funny. People were being doxxed. But no, I mean, I don't think I need to say this once or twice again. No. Look, this is common knowledge. I do think the copyright system is kind of weird because you have to basically submit information to the person that you're trying to get the takedown taken down. I feel like it's weird because you have to send that information to people who are 5 out of 10 times going to be like the guy who's taking you down because of hurting their feelings, pretty much. And you have to do basically just send them your information in order to actually have a chance of getting the video removed. Which, let's be honest, they're not going to remove it at all. I don't know why the copyright system's like that when you want to appeal. But hey, we don't need to talk about that anymore, because honestly, the video's back up, and Tech Lead deleted his video because he realized that admitting that you abusing the copyright system is really just shooting yourself in the foot. Example. But it turns out that he also tried striking out other creators like Some Ordinary Gamers, who I was originally thinking about pulling up his clip from a Tech Lead situation. But look, I just don't want to avoid. I know that he's probably not gonna be able to do shit because, you know, it's Tech Lead, and apparently he's like been spamming copyright takedowns, kind of. And look, I just don't want to deal with that crap, honestly, because I'm a small channel, and look, I honestly don't know how the system works that well, and I really don't want to have to do my reading. I know I'm probably gonna have to one day do my research on how the copyright system works for when I do want to cover something that's honestly serious and stuff. But for the sake of this, for the sake of protection, just to be safe, and plus not to mention, everybody sees him as a joke already. I'm just not gonna show the clip. But yeah, that's kind of everything so far. Tech Lead is, well, even YouTube themselves have recognized that Tech Lead is a honest to God abuser of the copyright system. And most likely he will probably have his channel either deleted, or he'll just be keeping ignored from YouTube, and who knows, maybe be blacklisted. And I don't know how blacklisting works on this website. Alright. I had to pick up the Pokemon card. It was honestly just annoying me being on the floor. Look, I may have a little bit of a mess in my area, but I at least try my best to be clean. Let's talk about the Manny Show. Now, the Manny Show, I'll be honest, never heard of it. And that's it. Apparently what the Manny Show is basically a guy who is kind of just a content thief, honestly. I mean, most of his content on his thing is mainly just recreating, I believe, other memes. But for the main thing, oh my fucking god, I just got flashbang from Opera GX. He's mainly, everybody's already been calling him out for being a copyright user, and I already seen it. The best example I've seen is from Bentelect, surprisingly. I mean, thanks for pointing out that you were a victim of being copyrighted, but I don't think that excuses you from the whole DM shit you did with that OnlyFans star. But thanks for pointing it out, I guess. You have 1 charisma point. Anyway, the channel that's being struck in question was Egwin, who made a video called Why Everyone Hates the Manny Show, and it's a standard video just talking about why everybody doesn't like him, and I can understand why, because, well, he's a content thief. But later on, his video did get taken down by the Manny Show, because he didn't like that. That's basically it. Although it has been like, what, 10... No, it's not been 10 days. Well, it's been 10 days since the video came out. But his channel is back up and everything's good. But still, that does not excuse you from abusing the copyright system, because literally, what the hell? And even if for some reason it's because, you know, he's using his content, we can paint the scenario that he's honestly copyrighting him for just taking his content instead of, you know, his feelings being hurt, because that's most likely the right theory. Just because he reacts to it makes it at least transformative. He's not re-uploading the whole thing onto your thing. I don't need to... That's basically what everybody's always said when it comes to copyright. As long as you put as long as you're actually providing a good commentary on it. Not a good commentary, Jesus. As long as you're providing something, or at least trying to show off like a criticism or something about a certain piece of media that you want to take a look at, it's not copyright. Honestly. But if someone does like re-upload your entire video, let's say someone re-upload this entire video, then yeah, I guess that's considered copyright. I mean, unless I'm like silenced or something, but that's a whole different scenario we're not going to get into. But yeah, that's kind of it. Manny Show sucks. Thank you, Bentelect, for pointing out that you also got copied from him. That's kind of it. So yeah, it feels like every day people don't understand that striking down people is honestly just shooting themselves in the foot. Like, I really wish that the copyright system wasn't made in a way where we have to give our information to the people that are striking us, because most of the time it's just the people that really want us outed. Like, I'm pretty sure Tech Lee has become unhinged. Like, I think he, like, tried to, like, criticize someone, and he was so insignificant that no one gave a shit about him. Yeah, honestly. But, yeah. So what do you guys think the copyright system should be now? Please, leave a comment down below. I'm probably not gonna put this in the final recording. Who knows? Anyways, that's it. Please don't abuse the copyright system, and yeah, see everyone later.